side that is still growing. Jason Tatum has his fans salivating for more. And he'll look to get his team going tonight as they set to take the court in L.A. for the NBA's greatest cross-country rivalry. CELTICS Lakers. Don't leave your seat. We'll be right back. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. Along with Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. We're excited to have with us two-time NBA scoring champion, Shaquille O'Neal.
Hey, Kevin.
How are you?
I'm doing fine. Hey, Greg, what's going on? Greg, you got some of that when I was scoring champ, huh?
Oh, man.
Got some of those battles.
I always tell the story. We're playing Lakers in the conference finals with the Blazers, and Shaq had the ball. You know, like big fellas down there, so you got to go down and try to swipe the ball from him. So I go down, and I swipe as hard as I can, right, to try to knock the ball. He doesn't even feel it. I pop my shoulder out of place. True story. And so I didn't want anybody to know I was hurt, so I just, like, signaled to the coach, hey, you know, I'm going to come out for a minute. I got to go to the bathroom. I ran in the hall. I was crying like a baby. True story, man. Big fella, he's grown.
Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thank you very much. Last season, the Lakers duo of LeBron and AD became the first duo of Lakers starters in the All-Star game since Shaq and Kobe in 2013. It was, as we all expected, a perfect pairing. And LeBron said, it's getting better as the days go by. The more time you spend together having the same goals, the same drive, it organically happens. I don't know about organics. I just know that those two are scary for the rest of the league. Kevin?
You're right, Dave. That is scary. Thanks for that one. I think Greg, some of the best centers ever to patrol the paint wore a Lakers jersey. And go right on down the line, Shaq. What did it mean to carry on that big man tradition with that friendship?
Well, I knew no matter what I did at the Laker franchise, I was going to be number 4. George Mikan, rest in peace. Wilt Chamberlain, rest in peace. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, just wanted to be in those categories, and I think I am.
Well, you're humble, but, I mean, there's very little separation with those 4 players.
Listen, at the end of the day, Shaq's an all-time great, and he knows it. But in all fairness, as are those guys. And I always tell people it's not fair to try to compare eras. You can only dominate what's in front of you, and all 4 of those guys have dominated.
I like that.
You can use that.
No, I'm not going to use it. I'm going to take it.
No, that's already patented.
No. Well, I own the patent company.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Brown is the 2 with Tatum at the 3. Thompson is out there with Daniel Tice. And it's Walker in at point guard. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Gasol at the 5. That one drops for him.
Nice recognition by Schroeder. Loving the mid-range, just taking what the defense allows.
Tatum passes to Brown. Now here's Thompson. Pass to Tatum. Brown trying to free himself up. Great D that time from LeBron. And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers.
And the NBA has gotten into the academy business, be it in China, India, Africa, getting those top prospects together. Shaq, you planning to make any appearances over there?
I would actually love to. If I did, you would just have to call me the big diplomat.
Yeah, okay.
I think it's very exciting to see the game's reach expand. You know, when we were playing, Greg, there's only a few guys, but now they're from all over the place. I would love to introduce the people to the Shaqs.
The big diplomat. Here's LeBron following the basket by Anthony Davis.
If you give Davis this shot, he'll knock it down every time. Can you hear the sound of the rim? Splakakatayow!
Last game for the Celtics, they pick up the win against the Warriors in San Francisco. Thompson outside. Back to Brown. And no good. And the Lakers take it the other way. Their last encounter was in Boston, where they were able to handle the Celtics.
And that last one came right down to the wire. The difference for me being the impact they got from their bench.
Having that spark off the bench really helped them the last time these two teams battled. We'll see if it'll be there for them again.
Thompson finds Brown. 5 on the clock. That's a two-pointer from Walker. They get it back. Thompson with the bucket.
The unbelievable effort. Thompson, a dedicated warrior on the offensive glass.
Under passes to James. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Basket counts.
And Shaq, we talked about free throw shooting. For some guys, it's always going to be an issue. What have the new intentional fouling rules done to make the game better?
I think it cuts down on the endless fouling. I think the new rules also make the game go faster. You know, this game is meant to be entertaining and go fast. You don't want to spend 4 or 5 minutes was turning on 30 minutes by just fouling the guy who can't shoot free throws. That never happened to me because Shakovich was 97% of the line. So that rule wouldn't work for me anyway.
It does give it a better taste, you're right. Now, here's Brown after the miss from Dennis Schroeder. Brown kicks to Tice. Here's Tatum. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Yeah, in one-on-one situations, Tatum is a nightmare to guard. Versatile offensively and really allows him to score consistently.
LeBron can't get it to go.
Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup.
On the pass to Tice. Back to Walker. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Shooters have to be really, really careful around Anthony Davis. He's remarkable.
Oh, the power intruder.
Showing everyone how it's done. Dunk contest. That's 10s across the board, Kevin.
And now the first timeout called here for Boston.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
You know, this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
Substitution here for the Lakers. Harrell, he's checked in for Gasol. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Anthony Davis. Wesley Matthews checked in for Caldwell Pope. And it's Alex Caruso in for Dennis Schroeder. And then for Boston, Williams, he's checked in for Thompson. Shemi Ojeleye comes in for Daniel Tice. And it's Teague in for Walker. Now here's Teague. 9 points last game out. He gets it in there.
And Shaq, you were the dominant force of your era. You could argue LeBron has dominated his as well. When you think about his greatness as a player, what stands out to you?
I hope I don't ruffle any feathers by saying this, but he may be the greatest athlete. He's got a very complete skill set. His durability, the years he's played at a high level. There's only one other guy that has done that. We all know his name, but like I said, I hope I didn't ruffle any feathers.
Oh, no. We like the honesty. The Celtics making a switch here. Williams is checked in.
You know, people talk about the GOAT. How do you compare different positions, different eras? Just appreciate LeBron for who he is.
Teague dishes to Williams. Now here's Teague. He's guarded closely. And it's Kuzma with the ball for Los Angeles. It's a 5-point game. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
They knew that the arena would be rocking. And if they could execute well on the offensive end, they knew they could quiet down this hostile crowd.
Big fella, when you watch the NBA now, there are fewer traditional centers who just pound it inside. But what are your thoughts on how the 5 position, that center position, has evolved?
Well, it's all about, having traditional size. These guys are becoming great shooters. Range, I think that's a great combo to have. Guys like Embiid and Towns, they're the next wave of the 5.
That is has the perfect technique to rebound. I mean, he shields his man, kept him behind, and then he's off to the races. I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Here's Ojale, covered by LeBron. Ojale passes to T.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Here's Kuzma, rejected by T.
And who would have thought it would be T to send that shot away? Great block.
For Los Angeles, they had shot just one free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
You know, he's one of the more underrated players in his draft class. Kuzma's proven that he should have been drafted higher in 2017, a lot higher, in my opinion.
Markieff Morris is checked in for LeBron. And both free throws good for Kuzma. And the Celtics with possession here. They trail by 11. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Pass to T, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
The question is, do you leave him in? Obviously, you don't want him to pick up a third foul this early.
A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And that'll give them a jolt. Nothing like a rejection to light a fire under you. .104 left here in the first quarter. Outside Matthews. Passes it to Caruso. To the paint. From down low. Bank shot, no good. And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way. Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Smash to Harrell. Here's Caruso. 6 on the shot clock. That shot missing. Here's Teague. He's usually able to provide some lift to his team, averaging 6 points a game. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yes, the last few years, the rules changes have tended to benefit the offenses. This evens things out a bit.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. Back to the action after this word. Well, Greg, we know he's already a solid scorer, but Kyle Kuzma spoke to us before the game about evolving his game.
Biggest area of growth will definitely be on the defensive end and my playmaking ability. This year, I'm just trying to be a consistent defender, find my teammates because I have so much attention offensively. So I think those are 2 areas.
Now, having played with superstars, Kuzma is learning what it takes to win.
He's getting only so many shots per game, so I applaud him for finding other ways to contribute to his team with an eye toward the greater goal.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
We've got Montrezl Harrell, Markieff Morris Davis is out there with Kyle Kuzma, and it's Matthews, and it's Caruso in at the point. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
And Shaq at LSU, it was clear right away that you were ready for the NBA. For guys in a similar position now, do you think they should be allowed to skip college altogether?
I don't think you can make a rule for just one type of player. I think it has to work for everybody. Plenty of one and dones, but you got to understand, it's a lot of one and dones that 5 years into the league, you never hear from them again.
Yeah, and listen, the reality is that there is no one way to do anything. Right? I think the fact that you have guys that have the opportunity to go overseas, if that's the path they want to choose, but for a lot of them, just like it was for you, Shaq, the college experience is something that you really can't substitute. And so, I'd like to see that option still remain viable.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
Yeah, if that weren't the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Davis is checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Caldwell Pope comes in for Wesley Matthews. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Alex Caruso. Then for the Celtics, Jason Tatum. He's checked in for Shemi Ojeleye. And it's Kemba Walker in for Jaylen Brown. Now here's Tatum. After the miss from Dennis Schroeder. Tatum with it. Picked up by Davis. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That is his first foul of the game. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Daniel Tice. Tatum deciding where to go with it. From the arc. Misses that one. He's made one and missed two this game so far. And Davis, here we go. Los Angeles with another miss. Celtics trail by 4. And it becomes an iconic sight, Shaq. Your statue decorating the Staples Center, immortalized in bronze. It's so impressive. What was that like?
I just got to spend the day with former teammates, coaches, Laker legends. Special feeling. Every time I look up, it just, brings back memories. I just want to thank
Shaq, it's very emotional. You notice this it's a couple times now that we've seen you.
Magic Johnson.
This is very sad, even for us as your co-broadcasters here. We're even shedding a tear.
Kevin, why don't you give him a big hand?
Devin George.
Big hug, you're right.
Mike Penberthy. Yes, he was a shooter.
I know, I remember. Now T. After the missed 3 from Dennis Schroeder. Trying to get open is Thompson. Offensive rebound. The game now all tied. Teague's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, Jeff Teague is one of the tougher players in the league despite his size, and he did a good job finishing through the contact.
Now, here's Morris. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
I love the assertiveness from AD. That dunk says, I own the rim and you better back off.
Walker taking his time here. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Lakers. They've led by as many as 11 points. Shooter passes to Morris. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
More of a score-first point guard, but Schroeder doing a good job of finding the open man.
Tatum passes to Teague. Back to Tatum. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the content. Shaq, you stay very involved with the game. Hang out with a lot of the players. Talk with coaches. You go to these games. Name some personalities that you enjoy the most. Guys you like hanging around with.
Well, I hang around with everybody, but a few guys shaped my mentality. The gentleman next to you, he doesn't know this, but I knew that when he was in college, he already had his T-shirt business, a real estate license. So I really learned the business from him. And it was D. Scott. D. Scott taught me to, just have fun and be silly. Alonzo taught me to be serious and be more focused. Hanging out with LeBron and Kobe. I'm just happy to have the ability to just be blessed and just meet so many people.
That's a varied list.
That is.
A nice compliment to you.
It's an honor to be on that list.
Yes, I'm right. was the first name on the list.
You ain't know I knew about the real estate,
I
did you?
didn't.
Yeah, I bought a house and you overcharged me for the interest, but that's okay.
And so Tatum nails them both.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
There's the pass to LeBron. No good there. And it's Boston the other way. Here's Walker. A beautiful reverse layup. Walker's got 4 this quarter.
Improving size does not matter. Walker comfortable slamming it up inside.
LeBron, that's a 2-pointer. Rebound, Boston.
Woo, that's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense.
From deep, Walker. His 5th miss. Out 2 for 7 from the floor. Teague against Caldwell Pope. Taken away by Williams. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Here's Walker. Hangs. Poked away. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it back.
And now a look at Jason Tatum. Over the last month, he has been spectacular. He's putting up 29 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
He's versatile. He's prolific. There really isn't much a defense can do once he catches fire. You won't find a much better alley-oop partner. AD flying to the rim.
Schroeder against Walker. At the top of the key, Williams. Outside, Walker. Oh, and he picks it off the glass. Wow. Schroeder surveying the floor.
And that's his 4th foul. And we're not even at halftime. That is going to limit his playing time and his aggressiveness the rest of the game.
Some changes for the Lakers. Matthews, he's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell Pope. And it's Alex Caruso in for Dennis Schroeder. Boston also with the sub. Tice is checked in. Now here's Davis. He's coming off a 25-point game against Atlanta. Shot clock at 6. Gasol passes to Caruso. Can't connect from short range.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Walker the pass to Williams. Caruso grabs the miss.
No one to blame on that one but himself. Get looks like that, you've got to take it back.
Here's James, and finished off by LeBron.
Hey, that play goes about as expected. LeBron converts through contact as well as anyone I've ever seen in my life.
Guys are looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. You look at James. What a contribution.
The man has been relentless scoring inside, attacking the rim every chance he gets. Their defense has been powerless to stop him. We'll see what adjustments they make coming out of this timeout.
Change here. Harrell's checked in, and the Celtics also making a change. Ojeleye is checked in. 1:31 left in the second quarter. Williams passes to Ojeleye. Nice ball movement by Boston. Outside, Walker. Back to Tice. 6 to shoot. Here's Ojeleye. It's not going to go for him. And it's the Lakers the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. Always adding some levity to the mix. Shaquille O'Neal, thank you for stopping by. That headset is available for you whenever you want.
Kevin, I just want to say thank you very much. It's been great. Greg, you know I love you.
I love you too.
I'm
the big Aristotle.
I'm at a loss for words. I hate that.
No, that's okay, Shaq.
No, I just hate that.
Right.
I hate that I have to leave right now.
Give me a tissue. Give me a tissue. It's okay, big fella. It's okay.
I don't want to go back upstairs with Ernie and Kenny.
Oh, well, yeah,
I want to stay here with you guys.
Give me a tissue.
Thanks.
And, Steve, there are people who have to focus on one thing to get it right, yet Shaq can execute so many things at a high level at the same time.
You're so right, Kevin. We know he's one of the best to ever put on a uniform. A lot of people always talk about his offense, but he made second-team all-defense 3 times. He can do it all on the court and now in the broadcasting booth.
You know, even though LeBron doesn't go 100% every minute of every game in the season, he still knows when to turn it on.
And for someone at his age, that is something you have to know how to do. You can see when LeBron kicks it into that next gear. Can't keep it on all the time, but he's still able to take over when he needs to.
Here's LeBron. Kemba Walker making his last shot. Three-pointer. They grabbed their own miss. And that one is good. And the Lakers lead by 6.
Incredible activity for Montrezl Harrell. So many of his points is off the offensive glass.
Now, here's Walker. He has 6. Count it.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. James outside. The kick out to Matthews. Shoots over Brown, and Matthews with the basket on the assist by LeBron.
Beautiful pass. LeBron, fun to watch. Intelligent, outstanding read.
Walker with it. Shoots from the high post. That one misses.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
And so it's Los Angeles with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Tristan, what's the plan for the second half tonight?
Well, it's simple. It's going to be a dogfight. You know, they got big guys, true bigs, and we got to come out, play hard, and not let up.
Okay, we'll see if you can get that done. Thanks, Tristan. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. And now back in the fold after his in-game analysis, which can be described only as horrific. The one and only Shaquille O'Neal. Right before you
You know, it's fine, but nothing can replace me and you. You hold this right here. Oh, you know I did. No, I did. Don't tell nobody.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn.
Oh, buzzer.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been a clinic out there by James.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court right now for the Celtics. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Jason Tatum is out there with Daniel Tice. And it's Thompson in at the center position. Celtics trail by 6. Now here's Walker. Outside Tatum. Tice in the high post. The Celtics need to get a shot off from deep. Walker. Walker missing again. Lakers leading by 6. LeBron, that's a 2-pointer, and that one off the back of the rim and in. LeBron's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Lakers. Thompson outside. Here's Tatum, and the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him. This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And this season, he's maintained very good form at the line, shooting at about an 83% clip.
And that one falls for Tatum.
Third pick in that 17 NBA draft after a strong rookie campaign. I think Tatum was going to be around for a while.
Now here's James. 17 points in the game. At the elbow, it's Gasol. Schroeder outside. It's Caldwell Pope with the drive. Gasol kicks to LeBron. No good on the three.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
To the middle, here's Tice. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
And they are very comfortable running their offense through Walker. And you can see why. Drops a sick dime right there. That pass was right on the money.
Now here's LeBron. Gasol trying to free himself up. And James gets it to go. James has got 19 points.
Continuing to stoke the fire, his shot making has been absolutely superb.
Outside Tatum. But they recover it. On the wing, Thompson. Defended by Gasol. Here's Walker. Here's Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And this is where Thompson likes to get his touches, right at the basket.
LeBron passes to Caldwell Pope. Back to James. Schroeder outside. Outside, Davis. From deep. Jaylen Brown with the rebound.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Los Angeles shooting the sixth attempt at the free throw line tonight. Markieff Morris is checked in for the Lakers. Kyle Kuzma comes in for James. Jeff Teague, he's checked in for the Celtics. And that one falls for Marc Gasol.
I mean, amazing. Mark was drafted 48th overall, even after his brother Powell was drafted 3rd overall. Might have put a chip on Mark's shoulder.
Now here's Thompson. And here's Tatum for three. Tatum with another miss.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Kuzma. And again, the Lakers no good. And Teague's got the ball here for the Celtics. 6-point game. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. And that will be game 3 of 6 played away from home. Brown, the pass to Tice. Knocked away. Now Morris. Kicks to Schroeder. Pass to Caldwell Pope. And here's Schroeder. Tice with the ball. Now guarded by Schroeder. Brown outside. Outside Tatum. Fires for three. They get it back. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down to 4 on the bucket from Thompson.
Refining his skill set inside, you see the work Thompson's putting into his game.
Schroeder kicks to Caldwell Pope. Kuzma outside. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession. possession. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Some changes here for the Lakers. Harrell, he's checked in for Gasol. Matthews comes in for Contavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Alex Caruso in for Dennis Schroeder. The Celtics also changing it up. Williams comes in for Thompson. And it's Ojale in for Jason Tatum. Here's Caruso. And the Lakers have possession. Off the inbound, no good. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
The kick out to Williams. Nice ball movement by Boston. 5 to shoot. Here's Brown. That's tipped. Here's Caruso. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Passes to Kuzma. Morris against Tice. Pass to Harrell. Down low. Here's Kuzma. It's blocked. Ojale passes to Teague. Brown outside. Count that one. Brown's got 7 points in the game.
And that's where Brown is at his best. A muscular beast who loves finishing strong through the contact.
Here's Caruso. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Lakers shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
First one falls for him. James checked in for Wesley Matthews. That one falls, so he hits both of them. In the game. That shot, no good. Now the Celtics take it the other way. Here's Ojale. James covering. Back to Brown. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to go on Markieff Morris. The Celtics shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Los Angeles. Free throw good from Brown.
And the vertical that Brown has is pretty impressive, as relentless a finisher as you'll find in our league.
The feed to Harrell. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got 4 assists now tonight.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Steve, one thing I always think of when I watch LeBron, how much fun it must be to be a teammate of his.
You know, Kevin, I wish I could have played with a guy like LeBron James. We get so many open looks and easy finishes with him on the court. One of the easiest superstars to play with, bar none.
Walker's checked in for Boston. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard for the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. Here are the team leaders in steals. You need to play these guys heads up. Fifth on the list, the Celtics.
You can't get careless with the basketball against this group. I mean, they'll pick your pocket, and no surprise to see them in the upper echelon as far as steals.
Now, here's Teague. 58 seconds left here in the third quarter. And there's the pass to Harrell. It's stolen by Tice. And here comes Walker, leading the fast break. Sweet little floater. Walker's got 10.
And showing another dimension of his game. Walker so crafty with a delicate floater there.
Harrell dishes to Schroeder. No good with the triple. It's Teague with the ball, but he brings it up for Boston. They trail by 1. Kuzma against Williams. Pass to Tice.
Close out the quarter.
Now here's Walker. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Lakers lead by 3. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And meanwhile, Coach Brad Stevens talking to his team.
Sports, we just got to be a little bit more alert to rotate from what's next, okay? We're doing a lot of good things, though, okay? Keep finishing plays.
I like the way these coaches want to push their guys to give even more out there on the floor, Greg.
I mean, encouraging them, but also asking them to be accountable.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Harrell. And it's Caruso in at the shooting guard position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Walker's shot is off. Lakers leading by 3. James looking it over. And he elevates for the slam dunk. Jason Tatum did not like that one.
So the defender gets caught in a bad position. LeBron powerful enough to convert through contact. Let's see what he does at the line.
Caldwell Pope, who's checked in for the Lakers. On the wing run. He's guarded by Schroeder. Brown against Schroeder. Brown, good.
And you gotta love how seriously Brown takes his ability to score. He has the green light to fire from just about anywhere on the court.
Now here's Schroeder. Passes it to Harrell. He kicks it to Caldwell Pope. From deep, LeBron. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 8 rebounds in this game.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Back to Walker. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Davis.
And you always know what you're going to get from Walker from the line. He's been a solid, consistent free throw shooter his entire career.
Shooting 2. That's good from Kemba Walker. And the Lakers making a change here. Gasol's checked in. And so Walker nails both of them. James against Tatum. Here's Gasol. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson. Strange to see Marc Gasol shooting from outside. His game rate wasn't always like it is now.
I mean, Gasol has added a 3 to his game in the last seasons with Memphis, and it was an immediate success. He became a functioning stretch 5. Early in his career, he was more likely to drag you to the block and just bruise you more than anything else.
And the first one at the line is good. Gasol drops 2. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. 4-point game. Pass to Thompson. Tatum down low. James covering. And Tatum with the basket on the assist by Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists tonight. Lakers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Caldwell Pope outside. Just 5 to shoot. And it's blocked by Brown. And out of the Celtics have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Walker against Schroeder to take the lead. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And James throws it down hard.
Add that one to LeBron's highlight reel. How about the creativity in midair?
Walker finds Thompson. Walker against Schroeder. And it's Walker penetrating. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Take a break.
Gets them both.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Caldwell Pope passes to James. And they double up James. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And here's what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Thursday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. And then on Saturday, they'll be playing against Blake Griffin and the Detroit Pistons.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
He misses the free throw.
You know, the one chink in LeBron's armor, decent but somewhat inconsistent from the free throw line.
And he sinks the second.
Unfortunate that he missed one, but he still hit a crucial point there to help get his team the lead.
Brown kicks to Ojale. Thompson passes to Tatum. And here's Brown to take the lead. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 5th assist in this one.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Now here's Schroeder. The pass to Gasol. Here's the 3. Sinks the triple. And the Lakers lead by 1.
Not giving an inch. Gasol quickly back with the 3 at this end.
And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for the Boston Celtics. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
This guy is killing you, and so far I haven't seen a good adjustment defensively.
James.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
Daniel Tice is checked in for Semi Ojale. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well, I was able to listen in on what Brad Stevens was talking about with his players. He said, look, you guys are playing physical, and I like that, but it has to be under control. We've committed way too many fouls. We've allowed way too many foul shots. Evan?
Nice ball movement by Boston. And Thompson kicks to Walker. From past the arc, Gasol with the rebound.
Man, at what point do you blame the play calling more than the player?
James, no good. The Celtics have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. There's Walker with the 3. Connects from 3-point range. Walker's got the lead up to 2 now for Boston. Shooter passes to James. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Misses the 3.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And stolen by LeBron. Here's Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
They needed that bucket. The aggression of AD when he senses a big moment, not something you can teach.
Tatum down low. Working on James, and the rejection by James. And here's the fast break. Davis leading the way.
And there you go, a confident score. KCP come up big when they need it.
There's Tatum, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on LeBron James.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Shoot 2. So Tatum nails them both.
Yeah, that's who you want stepping to the line when the game is close.
Puts it up for Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Now, here's Tatum. 1:31 left in the fourth quarter of this one. For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth, and even 50%. And it's Davis missing.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And Tatum with the basket on the assist by Walker. Tatum's got the game tied up here for the Celtics.
And let's give some credit to Tatum. Doesn't crack when the pressure's on. He just seems to embrace the moment.
A 15-footer. Here's Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
This just in. AD is not going to buckle up and fold. He's unafraid of the moment.
Outside Tatum. Tatum with another miss. Here's Los Angeles now. On its way from Caldwell Pope for two. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. To the inside. The putback. It drops. A huge shot to tie it up.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Timeout called the Lakers. He's checked in for Marc Gasol. 32 seconds left in the game. Los Angeles with another miss.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
This rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Free throw good from Brown.
That's why you want him at the line when the game is close. He knows how to deliver in the clutch.
And the Lakers call time here. They trail by 3. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
Also, interesting choice to be made right here. You need either a 3 or a quick 2 and a 5.
There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And finish off by Davis.
You get this a lot from AD. Attack, and he's scoring in bunches.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
He hits the first one, and that would put them up by 2. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game. Here's James. 15 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Schroeder outside. Misses the tray. Caldwell Pope for 3. Misses the 3 to force OT. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to overtime, but they come up empty-handed. And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for him.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.